Hi everyone, this is JT, the Chief Marketing Officer at Relex and a cryptocurrency enthusiast. For today's video discussion, we'll be discussing a topic that I find very important, the irrational tribalism in cryptocurrency. In order to discuss this, I want to start with an analogy. Last night I went to a preseason football game with my father. We both knew that the game didn't count, so despite the fact that our team was competing, we were more interested in seeing progress for our guys than the number on the scoreboard. It was preseason, so winning and losing was, for me, secondary to the progress that my team was making. After all, what did winning accomplish? It didn't advance our record, it didn't give us a better shot at making the playoffs or impact draft picks for next season. While watching the preseason game, I started to think about cryptocurrencies. Particularly, I started to think about something that I call irrational tribalism. Irrational meaning that it doesn't make sense, and tribalism referring to the tendency of people in cryptocurrency to sequester themselves under the banner of a particular cryptocurrency. Tribalism as a concept is human nature. Before we had settled into villages and societies, we gathered in small groups or tribes in order to protect one another and take on specialized roles. It's a very intrinsic trait of humanity to seek comfort and safety in groups, particularly when survival depends on it. For instance, if there are limited or difficult to secure resources. Yet what I would call irrational tribalism in cryptocurrency is how individuals have begun to form camps that are antipathetic to any and all other cryptocurrency companies, regardless of the fact that they may exist in non-competing spaces. To return to the football metaphor, imagine that a die-hard baseball fan entered the stadium, sat next to me and my father, and then began berating us about how these two competing teams both suck because baseball is a better sport. It just doesn't make sense. It's irrational. Yet nevertheless, this irrational tribalism persists in cryptocurrency. People who have become fans of one become belligerent towards others, even if they are not from the same field whatsoever. I started thinking of this with some of our recent releases at Relics Development. Relics is a real estate development investment company, and there are no other cryptocurrencies in this field. What this means is that Relics has no competitors whatsoever. Yet as we've released news over the past few months, I often watched in astonishment as the comment section gets filled with derisive statements directed towards our project from other people, only to find that many of these people have comment histories dedicated to the lionization of some other single cryptocurrency. In other words, they're baseball fans at my football game. We aren't even in the same ballpark. I understand that the cryptocurrency market cap has begun to shrink over the past few months. People have begun to become fearful for their cryptocurrencies, viewing the market cap as some sort of limited resource of which there isn't enough to go around. I understand the worry and fear, particularly because a lot of people have a lot at stake. Yet I also implore everyone to remember that the market cap is not a limited resource, that instead of berating one another, we should be celebrating whenever a unique innovation, a game changer, comes onto the scene and makes cryptocurrency a better option than the traditional way of operating. We all want to increase blockchain adoption, and we at Relics really believe that blockchain technology is going to change the world. For us, the way it will do so is by disrupting how real estate development investments are done. Let's stop painting ourselves as rivals, and instead, let's all work together, collaborating to help technology and blockchain and cryptocurrency become the new way that things are done. That would be a win for everyone.